Now, a Barbie maker, Mattel, is hoping that Ken can wear the trousers this year after beating estimates in the fourth quarter. It's reported that profits of $325 million, with sales of games and toys for girls leading the way. While products tied to Pixar's smash hit Toy Story 3 also did well, as overall sales rose almost 9% to $2.2 billion. Well, Barbie's toy boy Ken had a starring role in that movie, and Mattel is hoping that he can take centre stage in 2011 when he celebrates his 50th birthday. Well, Bryan Stockton stepped into the Chief Operating Officer's role at Mattel a month ago. He joins me now from Nuremberg in Germany, where the world's largest toy fair is taking place. Thank you very much for joining us. I do have to start with Ken. He seems to be centre stage at the moment. How much are you hoping that his 50th birthday, and indeed his starring role in Toy Story 3, it has boosted sales and will continue to do so?
Well, Ken is making a comeback, Andrea. He's actually our #1 employee this month. He's been really working hard to get Barbie back, and if you've got any advice that you can give Ken on how he can get her back, I'm sure he'd be open to listening to it. You know, girls all over the world are voting whether Barbie and Ken should get back together, and we'll all find out on Valentine's Day if they're going to be a couple again.
Wow, fantastic. I'll have some advice for you after the show.
Great.
Getting on to a slightly more serious subject, you have just announced that you're going to increase some of your prices in the next quarter. Is that going to work for you? I mean, have you done any research that shows that it's not that price sensitive and people won't stop buying those toys if they go up a little bit?
Well, it's a great question. We've been operating in a very volatile cost environment over the last 3 years, and obviously a very volatile economic environment. The toy industry has weathered well through those years. The industry's actually grown every single year. Mattel has done very well, and we have done well for 2 reasons. #1, we have the best brands in the toy business with Fisher-Price, Barbie, Hot Wheels, and American Girl. We've also been working very hard on our cost structure. In our earnings call yesterday, we announced that we had actually exceeded our target of $200 million of savings in what we call our Global Leadership Cost Program. So we'll continue to do those things, but yes, it looks like, as well as other companies, we'll be needing to take our prices up. But the key is to deliver great play value with great brands, and we believe we'll be able to do that again this year.
Now, the emerging markets are clearly a big target for you. I hear that you've opened your first Barbie store in Shanghai. Just how big a role do you see that market playing in the future of Mattel?
Well, we have the world's largest footprint in terms of offices all around the world. We sell toys in virtually every country where toys can be sold. The markets like Brazil, China, India, Turkey, they're all extremely important to us. We've been really investing in those markets on a steady basis over the last 5 to 8 years, and the results of those investments are paying off for us quite well.
Now, Mattel is actually a company that's got a lot of cash at the moment. Besides the obvious things like buybacks and dividends, what are you planning to do with it all?
Well, we have a cash management plan that we work with our board of directors, and we're continuing to evaluate all of our options. But, you know, we returned $700 million of cash to our shareholders last year through share buybacks and dividends. We just announced our dividend is going up to 92 cents, and we'll be paying it on a quarterly basis this year. So we're always looking at the best ways to use our cash.
Are you planning any acquisitions?
Well, we have a constant theme that we have, which is we're open to acquisitions, but it needs to be the right brand at the right time and at the right price. So as the world's largest toy company, you can imagine we're always evaluating alternatives. And
you're not concerned that all that money makes you a takeover target yourselves?
No, we're being very judicious in how we use our cash, but again, we're trying to find ways to reinvest on behalf of our shareholders so that they can continue to get a good, strong return on their Mattel investment.
Now, just before you go, we've got non-farm roll pay data out on Friday. So how important is it to you that American market picks up and that jobs pick up there?
Well, the American toy market was actually pretty strong. It grew 2% last year, and the fourth quarter was actually quite strong. The toy industry grew 4%. We had a good finish to the year. So we're expecting a positive year in the U.S. as well as here in Europe for both the toy category and Mattel.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Good luck to Ken, and thanks for joining us.